I think when you go somewhere, when you put down the busyness and you just go somewhere where you're out in nature for a week and you're just focusing on being there and like taking it all in and meeting these new people and engaging with them and connecting with them, learning from them, that just brings you like a sense of peace.
Plenitude Puerto Rico is a sustainable farm teaching their community to live more eco-friendly, interconnected lives.
The work that they do is really contagious. It enables you to feel that compassion for our environment and for the issue that we're there for, and you can't help but feel this sense of pride and happiness.
Have a conversation. We're here with that community, and I love that because we planted side by side with them.
It's crazy how peaceful I felt while living on the farm.
I don't really know if there's words to describe it.
It definitely gave me a greater appreciation of the world around me and of nature, and a greater desire to want to show appreciation to the earth.
Such little simple things that have such big impacts on you.
You just feel more connected to the earth and just everyone around you.
Being in nature just made me feel more connected to everything that goes on in the world, not only naturally, but also all of the social aspects and how we as humans interact with our environment.
It just felt like it was the way that we're meant to be living.
It felt like it was home.
We don't really need much, but I think over here in LA we really are so used to having a lot of things.
All the extras, it's just excess. We've been ingrained and like trained to think that we need it, but we really don't need it.
Living without it, it's kind of good. You go to sleep when the sun goes down, you get up when the sun comes up, because 100 years ago or so there weren't any lights. We're not supposed to have all of this technology, all of these chemicals.
It definitely made me reevaluate, is what I'm doing the healthiest for me?
Looking at my shampoo, I'm like, I don't know what at least 3/4 of these names are. I want to compare it to the products that's more fair trade and ethical. I understand, okay, I'm putting these specific things in my hair, and my hair honestly feels so much better.
Everything at Plenitude had a purpose, it was reusable, or they knew it was going to go back into the earth some way.
They appreciate like the little things, and I don't think we really do that. Over here we're just so used to a lot of things kind of being handed to us. We don't realize that what we have, there's so much like put into it behind the scenes. Like there's someone who has to pick the food, plant the food.
So my daily chore through the week was to do the gardening. So I helped in the greenhouse with like watering the plants and harvesting plants. I think something that was really cool and fulfilling was that we would harvest these crops in the morning time, and then by lunchtime we would see these crops like on our food plate.
I just got to feed all these people. It's a feeling that I can't describe, and it's a feeling that everyone should, feel once in their life at least.
Being able to see this from source to meal.
You really know where your food comes from, you really know what you're putting in your body, and it's much healthier for you.
It was just a very different experience as opposed to me walking to the grocery store and just picking it up.
It kind of allows you to feel more grateful for the food that you have.
We've really just taken advantage of the fact that we have endless supplies of food when a lot of people in the world don't.
Food deserts essentially are areas that are more commonly and systemically placed in low-income, low socioeconomic status neighborhoods and areas, and these areas have limited access to fresh or healthy food choices, or even just like food in general. And this has all sorts of health implications and all sorts of social justice implications.
Everyone deserves a sufficient amount of healthy, nutritious food. There needs to be more options for people who are food insecure. So much work is put into our food and it's not even respected.
The food that you just get served every day, you don't think about that. Are the people who harvested these beans like being treated properly? How are these beans grown?
It's such a big disconnect of like our food and then us. We don't know the prior life of our food before we eat it. I think it's really important to know where it comes from and know who's like doing this for you. They're feeding us. People don't realize that food is what gives us life. We've lost this relationship and this like value and this respect for food.
For so much food to be wasted in the world, like it's just crazy.
If everybody can be intentional and conscious about the food that they're eating and putting into their body, it alleviates food waste and increases food appreciation. It's gonna take us really, really far.
Once you feel that connection to nature, it's like something you don't want to lose. And I feel like I'm already losing it just by being here.
There are two sides of me where, one side loves the city and makeup and clothes, just the materialistic things. But then there's the other side of me that, I grew up in the mountains. I love animals and just being outside and in the dirt. And now I have to figure out how I'm going to move forward in my life and be able to have both. It's important that we all find a balance.
It's not about, changing everything in your life. It might be hard to change everything at once, but do a little bit here. It's little changes that over time will add up. And if everyone does a little change, and just trying to keep that mentality of you do what you can, it'll make a big impact in the long run.
Living sustainably seems like a lot of work here because we see it as a lot of work, but when you move outside of LA and you go into a place where they're doing it naturally, and I think if you implement that in your everyday life, then healthier living can become easier. It feels so much more available to you. We can do it here. We just have to kind of shift our thinking. There's a lot of work to do, and yet we're all still doing good things.
Appreciate what you have now. Appreciate the earth for everything that it has. Go outside, stand in the grass for 5 minutes without your shoes. Listen to the birds. Smell the fresh flowers in the trees. Be aware of the present.